It's in the game.
You have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once. I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just... I went to a shrink to analyze my dreams. She says it's like a that's bringing me down. I went to a... He said my life's a bore. So quit my white cause it's bringing her down. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Washington Commanders and the Los Angeles Rams. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson, we welcome you. That's the punter Ethan Evans to get this started. Off we go from Southern California. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
It's a three tight end look as they have it first and 10. Now it's the Arizona product, that is Jacory Krosky-Merritt. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Give him 14 on that play, one first down.
And this run game certainly didn't waste any time getting settled in. Nice job by the offensive line, displacing defenders at the point of attack, and allows the back to pick up a nice chunk to get this game rolling.
And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
Trying to get that one to Noah Brown. It's second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact.
Well, he needed to get rid of that one, but he holds on. It'll lose yardage. It'll be credited as a sack.
I understand what he's trying to do, Mike. He's thinking, can I extend this play? Can I get out of the pocket and buy some time for my receivers? But on these early downs, that's a ball that just needs to be thrown away.
Third and long, and here's Daniels. He's got the veteran Zach Ertz. And he will finally be taken down inside the 10-yard line. Good defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. Now Daniels, forced out wide. He's going to run it, And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Extra point up and good from Moody. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. On the return, this is Blake Corum. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Throwing to begin, it's Stafford. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
To throw on second down, Stafford. I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
They are going for it. Stafford. That's incomplete. Derek Hall on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Daniels with a give to Kronsky-Merritt. He'll burrow his way forward for a fumble. Tackle made by Nate Ladman. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. Throwing now, Daniels. To the outside, catch made by Brown. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's 3rd down coming up.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll get this one complete to Brown. He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
On the ready.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Ready, go.
To the air again is Daniels. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nathan Ladman. So they're going to have it at their own 20-yard line.
Daniels pass.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
He'll get this to Kyron Williams. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now, Rams in control of the football. They've got it 2nd and 1 coming up.
Alert! White, set! Yellow 20! Sit on!
On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyron Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with the conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Lady!
Working out of the gun, Stafford. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
Lady! 50-50!
It's Stafford throwing from the pistol. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath, but give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Stafford gets this one out quick to Nacua. Now he's loose down the right sideline. What about that? Out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. It's a big play with Stafford and Nacua to gain of 43 yards. 2 minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11.
32!
To the air again, Stafford. He pulls it in around the 5. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Ready, move! Step! Easy, alert! Loose!
They'll try to run it with Williams. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing 2nd and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll snap it. Here's Stafford. That is caught. Colby Parkinson. Touchdown, Rams.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready up. Ready, go.
Daniels now on first down. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. And it'll bring up second down.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Let's go. Ready, right?
On the give, Krosky Merritt. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. And it's
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, Krosky Merritt. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up
To
second
throw is Daniels. Work in the middle, he's got Ertz. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
number 86.
And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock.
First down.
So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. This will be a 48-yard attempt. And that one just short of the crossbar. Couldn't quite get there. It's no good. And the score remains tied at 7. Now Dan Quinn will send out the field goal unit. This one from 43 yards away. And that is no good. He missed it. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. On the return, here comes Corum. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
Stay 50. Ready. 180. Tonight.
Stafford working from the pistol. Short throw pulled in by Parkinson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a second down throw for Stafford. This one complete to Atwell. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
To the left side, and Adams has it. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Markham at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, L.A.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
43-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Stafford. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
Stafford on target to Puka. And the Rams have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Back to throw. That's out wide to Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of 6.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Stafford. That's into the hands of the tight end, Tyler Higbee. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down.
32. Like 7. Set.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Big 20. 0. Set. Tonight.
Back to throw, Stafford. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down.
Hey, Red.
A shotgun snap to Stafford. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Stafford to throw again. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. Got to be.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Davante Adams. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Makes the score Rams 14, Commanders 7.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. A short one there. He's got Ertz. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
A gain of 19.
19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Pass caught left side. That's Ertz. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Needing to convert here on 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick it up with Krosky Merritt. First down and more inside the 20. And he'll take this one in. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt, touchdown Commanders. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
That ties the game at 14. Jake Moody to kick off.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? On the return, here comes Corum. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll try to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
So one of the elements of a good screen game is the quarterback having the timing in his head to know, I want to hold the ball long enough to get the rush to commit to me, to set up the blocking and set up the back behind them. But I also can't hold them on forever because then I don't have an opportunity to deliver the ball. So it was really more of the latter here where he's trying to hold on as long as he can. The pressure just gets to him a little too fast, and the ball falls incomplete.
That's good for 27 and a first down.
1st and 10.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game as they approach midfield now. They've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock, and see if your kicker could be a hero.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10.
Monday. 180.
Williams. There he goes, inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane from the back to him.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
A gain of 22.
That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They are trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the 4th quarter?
The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Now, 1st and goal.
Set.
They'll run. It's Williams. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
A loss of 2.
Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. And they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Stafford now on second down. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Now the extra point. The kick is good. And the Rams have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
Yeah, a little predictable there. You feel like you just gave up points, and the first thing you want to do is you just want to answer back, and you try to get it all in one play. Nice job by the defensive coordinator, understanding the deep shot was coming, having the right call there. So offensively, just take what's there. You're not going to get all those points back in one play. Take your time, take what's there, sustain the drive.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way, you should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do.